Hello there, it's Abhinav Nirala. I'm back here with my new video. Guys, after the completion of the rain-affected first test match which resulted in a draw, both New Zealand and England are all set to face off in the final and decided test match of the series. This test match can also be considered as final preparations for the all-important finale of the very first edition of the World Test Championship for New Zealand. Do like, share and comment down below. Subscribe to my channel as well. On 10th of June 2021, the Edgbaston Stadium, Birmingham is going to host this encounter. The current situation of the venue and its conditions is quite unknown as no international match has been played out there of late. Historically, the Edgbaston Stadium is renowned to host test matches in which pace bowlers do a lot of talking. Plus, the overcast conditions are always there in contention when we talk about England. Do expect a moist and green surface to be installed for this matchup. As usual, do also expect pacers to have their say for the most part of the matchup. The pitch is expected to remain even throughout the matchup courtesy overcast environment. By the way, the surfaces of England do have value for shots, so do also expect those batsmen that are good in playing attacking strokes by riding the lateral movements of the ball to succeed out there. Would really be surprised if this match turns into a high scoring one. On such lively conditions for quality pacers, don't really expect any side to opt to bat first. Plus, the rain factor is always there on the cards when it comes to England, although the forecast hasn't really shown healthy signs of rain as yet during the course of this encounter. England: Dom Sibley, Rory Burns, Zak Crawley, Joe Root captain, Ollie Pope, James Bracey wicketkeeper, Dan Lawrence, Dominic Bess, Craig Overton, Mark Wood and James Anderson. This side's batting unit is massively inexperienced. That's the reason why only individual scores could steer their innings last time around. Inexperienced cricketers are bound to be inconsistent. That's what this side's batters have displayed so far in this series. It's a brilliant opportunity for the likes of Sibley, Burns, Crawley, Pope and Lawrence to drag themselves out of the inconsistent zone. The grit of Sibley and Burns helped them in their massive innings in the first and second innings of the first test match respectively. It's time for the other young batters to step up and display such grit in order to replicate such innings. Root's form in England as a test batsman was the biggest concern for England ahead of last test, but those consecutive scores of 40 odd runs with real intent in the last test did say that he is tuning up for a biggie sooner or later. That was the biggest positive for England in the last test match in my view. The rotation policy might make the veteran Broad sit out for this matchup. Plus, the offie Dom Bess, who was added to the squad some days ago, might get a test straight away given that New Zealand contain a lot of lefties in their top 7 in the place of the suspended pacer Ollie Robinson. New Zealand: Tom Blundell, Tom Latham captain, Devon Conway, Ross Taylor, Henry Nicholls, BJ Watling wicketkeeper, Daryl Mitchell, Azaz Patel, Matt Henry, Jacob Duffy and Trent Boult. It looks as though the minor injury might make NZ go without their captain Kane for this clash as the non-risky measure just ahead of the WTC finale. Latham, their possible stand-in captain, has quite brilliant statistics as a captain as well. Plus, he is quite used to captaining a diminished NZ side, so he most probably is going to be NZ's key to success. The biggest picture of the WTC finale seems to be NZ's priority over a test series win in England against England. Well, rightfully so, the finale deserves to be considered greater. Hence, they have decided to manage the workload of all their bowlers of the first test match by resting them and playing their backups who might be used in the finale if needed. Their batting still looks illustrious even in the absence of their super consistent skipper. The likes of Duffy and Henry have not had a lot of match time off late in international cricket. So, it's the perfect opportunity to use them up alongside Boult, who also needs a bit of test match time and fitness for the World Test Championship finale. Duffy's T20 debut was something very special. Let's see if he succeeds to repeat the very same thing in his test debut as well. Had New Zealand decided to show up with the best combination on the table, or had the last test gone in their favour, I would have been predicting New Zealand to win this series, but since things happened and are expected to happen differently, I'm backing England to win this series 1-0 unless rain interrupts all over again in the match proceedings to not let either sides to be victorious. Take care.